If you want the best pictures, it's not just about doing a marriage wedding anywhere you want to do it. You just like pick one of your garages and just say, okay, I'm doing my wedding here and think that it's going to be beautiful. You look at pictures on my page and be like, whoa, I want this. And then you go and just do one nonsense something somewhere and think that this is going to be exactly like.
It's black and white.
Tell our brides out there, tell your brides out there what they need to know. 5 things they need to know around that
5
before
things.
they hire a photographer
5 things
for their wedding.
Okay. 5 things you need to know before you hire a photographer. First of all, be sure about the quality of work you want. You get the taste. Like, don't just take somebody's referral as the word for it. Because me, I do a lot on referrals. I'd still like you to check my work first.
Yeah.
Make sure that you see what you see is what you want.
Yeah.
Before you hire me, so that we avoid any kind of no. I wanted you to. I don't want any pictures. No. I've had situations like that before.
I want my skin to be like
yes, exactly. So check their work first. Make sure that this is what you want, and then before you go in for them. Secondly, talk to people about a photographer, the people that he has worked with, that you know, some of them, yes, to make sure that they are actually reliable. Because a lot of things you see on social media is not what you get on the ground.
Yeah.
So it's good to know their antecedent, know what they've done for other people, know how the relationship they've had with them.
Yeah.
Yes, before you get to the point where you want to pay or hire them for your event.
Yeah.
Thirdly, I think it's good to meet them in person.
Okay.
Yes, and just talk to them, just see how they think, how,
check out your vibe.
Vibe
with the person.
Exactly. Make sure that that's somebody you are able to feel comfortable with and stuff like that. Yes, so that is very important. And then I think in talking to you, get to know how maybe the way they do that payment process, because money is important. We are doing all this nonsense that we're talking. At the end of the day, when we talk and you don't pay, it's just
Yeah.
I can talk about you for a wedding for tomorrow Saturday, and as long as you're not paying me any money, man, tomorrow somebody comes and we talk, I say, yeah, that day is still free, man. If you have money, just pay. So you need to know that payment process, know how they go about that. Everybody has their own way that they go about it. So yes, make sure that it's something that you're capable of, you're comfortable with doing before you do it. And then what else? Things that you need to know before you hire a photographer. I don't know. I feel like I've exhausted all my.
Okay. Anyways, hopefully I'm going to pest him. He's going to think of more.
Yeah.
And then you put it like in a small sheet.
Yeah.
And I'll put it like below the description, so that people can actually click and get it and hang it there, so that when you're looking for your next photographer,
Too smart.
you kind of go there and you tick and you tick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That will work.
Yeah, that's great. Let me just jump in right here to say, if you are receiving any value from this video, please hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to like the video, so that it is going to be recommended to a lot more people. Now let's get back into the conversation.
One recommendation I'd like to make to people who are planning to get married.
Yeah.
If you want the best pictures, it's not just about doing a marriage wedding anywhere you want to do it. You just like pick one of your garages and just say, okay, I'm doing my wedding here and think that it's going to be beautiful. You look at pictures on my page and be like, whoa, I want this. And then you go and just do one nonsense something somewhere and think that this is going to be exactly like. I'm not saying anybody's wedding,
for sure.
You just have to sometimes. So there are a few things you can look at when you're picking, like exactly, you pick the locations, you pick the lighting, the hall, and all of that are very, very necessary for photography and videography. So white works best with photography. I don't know about other, for me, white works best. Like if you have a white environment, when you're doing your decor, make sure that you have a lot of whites in it, so that where you have like white walls where we can bounce light, with white ceilings where you can bounce light off. You get, yes. So when you come and you do some kind of maybe yellow, bluish, and then you use material that reflects light. We're taking pictures and then you come and you be like, nah, it's because they look kind of bluish, kind of yellowish, because of yes. Also, the timing matters a lot. Yeah. Now you have a photographer, a couple who wants they've come and shown you a list of things they want. Then they come and they don't have the time. I don't know why they're planning or what. People will be like, my wedding is at 3:00, so I know that we have the whole morning to shoot. And then they are getting makeup done at 2:00.
I'm telling you, bro.
And I'm like, what's this? You get. So there are people who do actually, they respect the time and they get some very good pictures.
Yeah.
But understand that we videographers and photographers, we have our own things that we would like to spice up your wedding. We have our own ideas. But if you don't have the time to do that, we cannot force them on you. You get? I think that are good for you, they're not for me. Even though, yes, I'm definitely going to post on my page to make it, but then I need you to work with to get to that result. So it's always good that we manage time to the best of our ability.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's even one thing that I usually tell my clients is that, like, just recently I was talking to a prospect who they are contemplating whether to do their wedding 2 days or a single day. And they have like a court wedding, church wedding, a reception, and all of those. And then they want to put all of those in one day in order to reduce the cost. Because just like you charge per day, I do charge per day as well.
Yes.
And if you took all of that and you put it in one day, it's still going to be the same price for one day, right?
Exactly.
But I was just telling them, you should know
this is how
that 1 day, c'est à la va-vite.
Voila.
It's going to go very, very quickly.
Voila, exactly. There's no time.
And every subset of people that know that they are the only ones who are there that day. So when you go to court is going to drag its own drag. When you get to church will drag its own drag.
That's how
Before you want to finish and there's no more time.
For
There's these people are dragging you this way, these people are dragging you this way, and all of that. It also comes into you have to know that before you get it.
Exactly.
So if you decide that is what you want to do, then you should be aware upfront.
Exactly. Very, very true.
You should be
And then also certain locations like where you are staying and where your church is, your reception place. Maybe reception place always time before, but especially where you are living, where you are
like the guest house or the hotel,
or distance from that place to the church.
Yeah.
Some people do those things like you have one across town, bro. Like then you have to finish from here, start rushing. Okay, we have to go finish from the hotel, go take pictures before we go to church. You see, so it's always good. Don't try your best to have everything in the same, like almost the same area. You will see that you have time to do everything at your own leisure. You get.
Yeah, I guess the advantage of looking for a photographer before you even get some of those things is that you kind of have to discuss that with your photographer.
Exactly.
So that at least, like even when they're choosing, say the hotel or where they are going to stay, you can already start telling them, look for somewhere that has a lot of space. Yeah, somewhere that has wide walls and wide ceiling.
Exactly.
Don't go to somewhere that you have this our plank ceiling that bounce like everything is brown.
Some are just red, like.
Some are just red.
Oh, man.
Or you go to, there are some places they go and have put green on the walls and blue on the walls. And you're like, no, please. You
just enter photographer, you're just defeated. You're just like, oh, don't happen again, bro.
Right, yeah. I think that maybe that's the advantage of talking to our brides so that they know that photography is the only thing that remains after.
Bro.
So
I don't know
you want to more important, and especially if you want to have a good photographer.
Yes.
You want to at least hire them a long time before, so that you guys can have all these discussions.
I'm your memories. I'm sitting here. I'm your memories. I'm all your memories for that day. Now, if you don't talk to me first before you go and do what you want to do, okay, I'll come and give you whatever I can give you from there. You get. Yeah. So it's very important you talk to your photographer and get to know.
Yes, they should help us make the work easy for us.
Yeah, you should just pay us more too. So.
If you're a bride or a groom preparing your wedding and still looking for a team of professional photographers and videographers to cover your special day, I would like to encourage you to give us a call and let us have a chat. The Chapnik Pictures team here has over a decade of experience capturing from very intimate weddings to large and very chaotic ones. I'll make sure to put a link in the description so you can contact us on WhatsApp so we can have a chat, see if we are a good fit for each other. Now, let's get back into that conversation. So now, I know that you people don't like to talk, you people don't like to give figures. But give tips for this thing, for budgeting. Say bride and a groom that are planning their wedding and they want to, they're looking for photographer and stuff. Because like for something I say usually is in photography especially, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they keep how much?
Well, I can only speak for myself, but I feel like my prices have not always been the same. Yeah, I feel like it's a slow progress that you make. Like you know that okay, you're just somebody who's just getting started. You don't just start blowing up prices there left and right as if because they have to check your portfolio. They have to make sure that you have the background. You have done the work. So for me to be able to pay you for this job, I have to know that you are somebody who's consistent.
Yeah,
you understand? Yeah, so. For somebody who's just getting started, you have to keep your prices something that will attractive.
Yeah.
To somebody who's yes.
And I guess if you are trying to still build a good portfolio, you want to at least have the clients.
The clients first, right?
Voilà.
Yes, you have to have the clients before you can start giving them some kind of prices. But somebody who's like already established, I can say I'm established to some extent in Cameroon. Yeah, you can say at least a few people know me. I'm talking about money, so it's very difficult. But
give us at least a range.
I'm trying to get my photography to a place where I do just photography. I don't want, because before I used to do photography, I'll do videography, I do drone services, I do 360, I used to do all of that. But along the way, I've cut off the drone services, I've cut off the 360 stuff. Yes, I'm doing just photography and videography now. But my objective is to get just to photography alone.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to do just photography. I want somebody else, like if you come to me and you want photography and videography, I will say, okay, well, I do just photography, but I have somebody I know who's very good. I want to know like several people I know that who are very good at what they do. Now I can now say, okay, now we can work this way. You get. But right now I do just pictures and videos for this thing. I used to also do photo books, like these synthetic photo books.
Okay.
Yes, but that you have, I do that out of the country. So you have to rely on somebody outside there to work with to get that. That too, I kept that up this year because it was so much stress. You know how you send money, somebody has to take that. So it was becoming kind of very problematic for me. So I kept that up too. So, but we're looking for ways to get that to work that out in a way that we have maybe bring those equipments to Cameroon. So we can just produce directly. But until that happens. So for now, I'm doing just photography and videography. I'm still saying that because now I give you a price, be like, okay, guy, this is yeah. So for me, I charge photography. The way I do it is I charge per day.
Okay.
Yes, I charge per day. If you want some coverage for like half a day, I have a price for that, which is 0 to 8 hours.
Okay.
Now if you have coverage for a full day, which is like 0 to a maximum of 16 hours, I have a price for that. So do I have to give the prices? Like
no, just give a range.
Okay.
So it is from how much?
Well, for coverage for like a full day.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I can work with something between 400 and 600K.
Voilà, yeah. Push it, keep your money. So if you are thinking of this, you are just put your this. If you have watched this video and you want to hire studio one,
right, yeah.
Just if I put don't come and tell him that you have 200.
No, but still, if it's like
if you have 200K, stick come.
Yeah, stick come. Like I said now, if you just like you lick my ear, mostly it's the bride, the groom's place. Just tell you, you come to me, I'm giving you bill. If it's the bride, I have a weakness for women in a way, so I'm not saying I'm going to fall in love with the bride, but if it's a bride, but women have a way with men, so anything can happen.
Right.
Yeah, price can go down to $50K. So just be sweet. That's all.
Okay, doc.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for watching this clip from Your Perfect Wedding Podcast. Click here to watch another clip, or click here to watch the full video.